Hi traders, this is Mikael Fiduker from beststrategiesfortrading.com. Today I'm preparing the US markets before the opening on the 25th of November 2013. As always, I'm going to show you how I operate. I'm a swing trader. I mostly use contrarian strategies. I get my levels from price action. It means pivots, troughs, peaks, trend lines, moving average, or Fibonacci retracement. I'm only looking at stocks with a daily average turnover with more than $10 million. I built my own scanning algorithm from with the Metastock platform. If you want to know more about the philosophy and psychology, how price action levels are working, please watch my tutorial Technical Analysis 101 on YouTube. Regarding to money management, at the moment I'm using a position size of 10%. I got a target of 2.6%. It's a trailing target, reset end of day. My stop is a minus 1.3%, trailing, reset end of day. I got some favorite example of how price action levels are working. And this is the peak of year 2000 on the market. This is the SPY, this is the S&P 500 tracking ETF. As you can see, when the price several years later come up to that level, it made up a pretty strong resistance line and made the price to go down after they hit that level. That's how price action levels are working with a contrarian strategy. You can also take it from trend lines connecting several troughs, and that line will make up the support line. It could also be a resistance line. I'm also using 200 moving average. That's the red line in this example. I believe that 200 moving average is the most used moving average. It's a daily moving average. And what I'm really happy about price action level is that it's time frame independent. It means that if I change to weekly time frame or I change to monthly time frame, the levels will be the same. That's not the case if you're working with indicators. They always change. If you change from 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, from 60 minutes to 1 day to a week to a month or a year, they all change. That means that if you have a time frame independent level, that means that more people are looking at the same level, more people are going to make action at the same time, at the same level, at the same direction. That will increase the chance for you being on the right side of the trade. Okay, enough. Let's take a look at the first chart I got. It's Autodesk, and I've taken this peak as my short sell limit order entry. The high is 46.15. I can show you. I'm always looking at and checking if Autodesk has any earnings coming up, because you don't want to take a trade in a stock that has earning coming up when you're holding that position, because the earning normally come out after the close, before the opening, and that means that the stock will probably gap. It could gap 5-10% not in your favor, and that's not a good way of trading. Okay, no problem with Autodesk. Next chart, we got Aflac, and I'm using this high peak from here, and the print is 68.81. That's my level for my short sell entry limit order. Aflac, new earnings coming up. Next chart, Alien Technologies. This is the short sell limit level I use. The print is 120.90 cents. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings. Alien Technologies, no earnings in the near future. Next chart, KVM. A bit hard to see. It's easy to see on the daily chart on this one, but it's a trend line. By connecting this trough here to that trough, you get a trend line, and before the video I calculated this trend line in the correct mode, and I got the level of 3367 as the level I want to use. Checking for earnings for Contrarian, no earnings. This is a buy limit order I put in at that level. Next chart is Cabot Corporation. Easy to find if you change monthly data. I'm using this high peak from 2007, and the print is 49.87. That's the level I'm going to use. No earnings for CBT. Taking next America. I'm using this peak. The print is 45.84. That's the short shell limit order I will put in. America, no earnings. Put up the next chart. Cintas. This high peak from 2002, 56 and 62. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. No earnings in the near future. Next chart, City National. I'm using this is the highest print, 78.54. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. City National, no earnings coming up. Next chart. Next chart is Deluxe Corporation, DLX. Got this as the highest. It is $50.13. That's where I put in my level. $50.13. Check for earnings for Deluxe. No earnings coming up in the near future. Next chart, Amdoc. I'm using this high peak from 06. High print is 41.01. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Deluxe. Sorry, check at the right. Docs. And docs, events. No earnings release is coming. Next chart is DST system. I'm taking this high print. $88.72. That one has really touched the level and not get filled yet, but I keep my level. Check for earnings. DST system, no earnings in the near future. And Modis. Checking Modis, the high print from 07 is 76.09. That's where I put in my short sell limit order and check for earnings. Modis, no earnings. That was all the limit order I got. That was the last, and this is the list. Autodesk short sell at 46.15, Aflac 68.81 short sell, 80k 120.90 short sell. Only long limit order is Kivium 33.67. KVM 3367, that's a only long order. CBT short sell 49.87, CMA short sell 45.84, and Cintas 56.62, Syn 78.54, Deluxe 50 and 13 cent, Docs 41 and 1 cent, DST System 88.72. All of them are short sell, and Modis 76 and 9 cent short sell. Remember, this is my own private limit orders that I'm using for myself, and I'm presenting this in my trading blog now. And remember, if you do any kind of trade, it could be risky, it could be dangerous, and do not put more money on the line that you could afford to lose. That was me preparing the US market chart for the 25th of November 2013. Thank you for your attention and happy trading.